Hello. Right. Does that work? That works better. Okay, so what was happened was I was intending on shooting off down the channel and doing some videos. I've had nothing but trouble since I left Burnham on Crouch, basically with the engine, which I was kind of dealing with that and wasn't really in the position or mood actually to be doing any videos as well. So basically I got to Ramsgate and I had to get into Ramsgate, find an engineer who helped me do a little bit to the engine, and then I had some further problems with the engine when between Ramsgate and here, Eastbourne. I'm currently at Eastbourne, and so that was a bit of a problem. Now I've had another look at the engine and I think I've rectified it. However, I have to take it out tomorrow and run it to the Solent and see basically if anything else goes wrong, and then if there is a problem, then I should have figured out pretty much what it is and can go and find a Yanmar dealer or engineer and have a chat with them, and with a bit more understanding of what's happening, so they can get someone to look at it. So I'm hoping that I haven't done a seal at some stage for some reason. So we'll basically we have to go out tomorrow and see what happens. So I'm hoping that tomorrow, for the first time, then I'll actually be in a position to do some proper videoing. So I've been here for 2 days. I'm going off tomorrow morning, but I'm just going to give you a bit of a shoot. Oh, there's a load of school kids coming. Great. Bit of a look at the marina itself. It kind of looks quite nice. It's really big and actually quite nice, but expensive. So I'm afraid it is a little bit expensive. I've been here for a couple of days as well, so hello. So that's going to cost a bit. However, hey ho, life's a bitch and all that. I'm not too worried. I can get back on track fairly easily as long as I don't have any further issues with the engine. So if I can resolve the issues with the engine and get it somewhere near reasonably reliable, then all is good. Once I get to the Solent, I should be able to cruise properly in that there will be plenty of places to anchor. As I'm standing at the moment, there's not really any places to anchor. You kind of put in. You've got no choice but to go in with for the marinas, really. So next stop with any luck is Chichester Harbour. Arrive on a Saturday, which is the weekend, so all the anchorages might be full up. Well, I'll just deal with that when I get there. I know Chichester Harbour fairly well, so I'll find somewhere to at one of the creeks somewhere to anchor the boat, I reckon. So I'll pick up a mooring. So basically I'm on the way now to Aldi's. I seem to have run out of pencils, or I can't find the bloody pencils, so I need a box full of 2HBs for the old chart work. So anyway, so I'm going to go out tomorrow and try and sail to Chichester Harbour, which is about another 70 miles, which is quite a trek in one day. So again, we'll just have to see how that goes, really. But there are options. I could pull into Brighton, I could pull into Newhaven, I could pull into Littlehampton for the night. So but I think there's a good chance I'll just persevere and try and get to Chichester Harbour tomorrow. So if I give you a little rundown on Eastbourne, and I'll go out into the cockpit and give a bit of a pan around in a second, but effectively there's good and bad. How much? It's cost me 57 quid for 2 nights, so what was it, 6, 7, 8, 50, 20, 28, 27, 28 quid, 20, yeah, a night, which is quite expensive, same as Ramsgate though, basically. And so it is a bit pricey. The good thing is that the lock is not at all daunting. I suppose it might be if it was chocker full of boats, but the lock is not at all daunting, and it's fairly simple and easy to berth in here. It's quite a big marina. The showers and toilets are great. They're huge, absolutely huge, so that's no problem at all. The downside on it is that they give you these little, oh, I haven't got it, they give you these little blue key fobs to get in and out of the doors, the accesses, instead of a push button sort of security system. They give you these little fobs, and they're rubbish. They're basically rubbish. I'm now on my 3rd one, and I've only been here 2 days. So effectively, the fob packs up, doesn't work, and then you have to walk all the way around to the marina office and then get another fob and then get in. So the fob system they've got is pants, basically. It doesn't work. And then the other thing is, I've done some washing and laundry today, because once I get to the Solent, I'm going to try, having spent more than I intended to on marinas on this so far to date, then I'm going to try and stay out of them for a little while. So if I can stay out of them for 3 or 4 days, that'll put me, or if I can stay out of a marina for a week, that would be fantastic. But I've got this next trip to see what happens with the engine, to see whether it starts to behave itself at all, or whether I'm gonna have to go into a marina and find a Yanmar dealer and get an engineer out to have a look at it properly. So let's see whether I can we've solved the problem. The issues have been oil alarm going off, even though it says on does that mean the battery's about to die? Oil alarm going off, even though it says on the stick there's plenty in there, but actually I think it was over full, but it didn't show as over full. So, and then I've taken oil out, but and then the fuel filter came loose, so it pissed diesel into the bilges. That's just great. So now I've adjusted again. I've tried it. It seems to be working okay. I've tried it in gear and under strain. So basically we have to get out to sea and give it another go and see what happens. So that's it. I'm going to have to charge this up for a little while before I do any more. I've been messing with the engine yesterday, as I said. I've just run out here, so it's been under load, and I've just come out of the marina. Yesterday when I was playing with it, the alarm did not go off at tick over, but now it's just flickering on and off on tick over. I don't know whether I don't know, basically. I don't know about that. But I've checked the oil again and it's in the right position. So we haven't lost all that. No. We haven't lost any oil. So I don't know what the hell that is. I think it must be oil pressure. Or the other thing I can think of is that possibly you might need to just adjust the revs a little bit, because when it's ticking over at, say, just about 1,000 revs, then it seems to be fairly happy, and the alarm doesn't go off. So I'm wondering whether it just needs an adjustment on the throttle cable, just to get it to rev just that little bit higher and tick over, and that maybe it's revving quite low and it's almost cutting out, possibly. But I suppose we'll just have to suck it and see, because we're moving out onto the water now. got about 70-mile trip to do today. So it's 7 o'clock in the morning, so it'll be a long day. I've got the tide against me now for the first few hours. But I've got plenty of sea room, so my plan is to tack right out to sea if I've got enough wind at the moment, and then tack right back in. I can do that maybe 3 or 4 times, and I might actually make the Solent in 3 or 4 massive tacks. It's a lot more distance now between us and France than it was earlier on in the journey between Ramsgate and Eastbourne. So that's the plan anyway. A few big tacks out there. The only thing I think I've got to worry about is there's sovereign shoals out there. That's marked by a bloody great tower, and I can see no reason to go anywhere near that. Right, so I'm going to shut up and get the sails up, I think. Well, how about that? We've had thunder, lightning and torrential rain, and now the sun's come back out. If you look over there, you can see the thunderstorm disappearing into the distance. The wind just completely changed direction. It went from just slightly forward of the beam to coming from the completely opposite side from aft, and now it's moving slowly around to back where it was now as that squall has passed. But if you look over here, we have glorious sunshine and that. So I think that this is going to be the order of the day. According to the weather forecast, it said showers. If that's what it meant by showers, they're very serious showers. But okay, never mind. Hey ho. Yeah, still worried about that engine alarm on tick over. That's I thought that was cured yesterday. When I ran it in the marina, it didn't do it at all, and now I'm out here, it is doing it. So still a bit worried about that, so I don't know. But bit by bit I'm getting more information on what's going on with the engine. I'm hoping there's no serious problem, but I'm starting to wonder whether it's basically a seal that's gone and needs dealing with, which will be expensive and time consuming, so that's going to be a pain in the ass. But there's nothing I can do about it right now at the minute. I'm going to try not to run it too much, although currently at the moment I'm going 1.4 knots because the wind has just dropped completely. It's gone from 15 knots, 20 knots probably in that squall, to nothing at the moment. So if I could just get, a steady something, so I've got several hours before the tide changes and runs with me. So I just need sort of, even if it's 10 knots from one direction that I can make some use of and just sort of get moving. Even 3 knots would do until the tide changes. And at the moment, hopefully when this squall really clears us, I might be able to do that. But over there now we have a small yacht on our starboard, and that over there is Beachy Head. So that's the target at the moment, and there is Eastbourne. And that small yacht, that's the harbour where we've come from, back down there. But the target at the moment is to clear Eastbourne. Right, we're just passing Brighton at the moment. It's about 16 knots of wind, gusting 20 probably. Well, oh yes.